Hi besties, welcome back to the channel. How you all doing? On today's channel I'm going to be showing you how to make this wrinkled two-piece. I use the sunray fabric for this. We can call it a rib fabric for this, so if you're interested, please keep on watching. It's actually a requested tutorial. So to my return subscribers, I love you all. You've been checking up on me. I promise you I'm okay now. If you're just seeing this channel for the first time, welcome to the family. I really appreciate. Please hit on the subscribe button if you haven't, so you will see more of our beautiful style when I upload them. And remember to turn on your notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post beautiful tutorials like this. Altogether, I used 6 years of fabric to achieve this two-piece. As you can see, my shirt is long and the pants is also long. So if you don't want yours as long as mine, you can make use of 5 yards. If you're on the smaller size, 4 yards will be okay. So let's get right into the video. We're going to be doing a freehand cutting. So I folded my fabric into two. I marked my starting line and I came out by 2 inches for my button allowance. I'm going to mark that straight all the way down to the length I want this shirt to be. I want the shirt to be length 34 plus 1 inch for hemming allowance, that's 35. Now from my starting line, I'm going to get the length of my shirt, like I said, 34 plus 1 inch sewing allowance, that is 35. Okay, so from there, after I am done, I'm going to cut out this because this fabric is falling up, like is dancing around. It's difficult to work with. All right, if you're a beginner, this fabric is going to be very hard to work with for you, but if you can maneuver it, you can use it. But I promise you, it will come out very fine. This particular fabric is called the sunray fabric. So after that, I'm going to, from my starting line, I'm going to get my bust point, my waistline, my hip line, and the full length of this top of this shirt. Okay, and I'm going to connect on a straight line this way. Okay, so after this is done, I'm going to take my shoulder divided by 2, which is 9, and I will take my neck width, which is 3. I will take my neck depth, which is 2.5 inches. Do not take your neck depth 3, take it 2.5 inches. Then I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. From there I'll get 9 inches for my armhole, which is also going to serve as my chest line, and I'll connect it like so. All right, so the next thing, I'll connect my shoulder slope from my neck width to my shoulder slope. So the next thing I'm going to do is to curve my arm. So after curving my armhole, I'm going to impute my body measurement. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to divide my hip by 4, and I'll add extra 3 inches to it. I just want 2 inches to it. I want it to have a straight. I don't want it to have a shape. I want it to be a free shirt. So I use the biggest part of my body, which is my hip, to divide it by 4, and I added another 2 inches allowance, and I marked it straight to meet the full length. So I'll go ahead to cut out. You understand what I did? If you don't want yours to get to your hip, the biggest, then you're going to use your bust, which is the biggest part of your body, and divide it by 4. You mark it straight. But if it's going to get to your hip, that means you're going to use your hip to divide it, then you mark it straight. All right, so that is it. I'll go ahead and I'll cut it out. After cutting it out, remember to cut, like slit open your button allowance. Okay, so it's as simple as that. All right, so this is it. I'm going to use this to cut for the back. This is the front. I'll use this front to cut for the back. All right, so I've gone ahead to cut it open. I folded another fabric and I placed it on it. All right, then while placing it, you're going to remove your button allowance. We're about to cut the back. You're going to remove the button allowance. You see the reason why I said that this fabric is very difficult to work with, and I'm not sure if you're a beginner you can work with it. All right, I don't know, some beginners can maneuver it, so it's very difficult as your folding is dancing around. So I'm going to mark it that way. My neck width for the back still remain 3. My neck depth for the back is going to be 1 inch. So I just curved it like this. Remember to remove your button allowance, so when placing it on your back when cutting, like I did. As you can see at the extreme end, I removed my 2 inches button allowance, and my back is going to be on fold. All right, so I'll go ahead and I'll cut the remaining part of this. So I am done cutting it. This is it. I'm going to fold it and I'll keep it aside. Now it's time to cut our pants. So I'll fold my fabric into two, just the way you see me doing, and I'm going to mark my starting line. I'll mark my starting line. After marking my starting line, I'm going to minus 2 inches for my band. If your band is 3 inches, you minus 3 inches. If you want your band to be 1 inch, you minus 1 inch. If you want it to be 1.5 inch, you minus 1.5 inch. For me, I want my band to be 2 inch, so I minus my 2 inch, and I got my crotch line. After that, I got my hip line, and I am going to get the length of these pants. I want the length of the pants to be 48, both hemming allowance, everything is going to be 48. Okay, so after marking it, I'm trying to get this place my tape properly and get the full length. All right, so after marking the full length, I'm going to draw the lines just the way you see me do. You can see if you're marking, the fabric is stretchy to be shifting, so you have to be careful. So on my hip line, I'm going to divide my hip by 4, divide my hip by 4, and I'll add 1 inch seam allowance, and I'm going to connect it to the crotch line and also on the starting line. Then I'll extend my crotch line by 3. On the crotch line, I'll extend 3 inches. That's my crotch extension, and I curved it. From the crotch line, I came down by 4 inches. On that 4 inches, I'm going to get my tie divided by 2. All right, and I added 2 inches allowance because I want this to be free, and I'm going to mark this slightly to meet the full length, and you are done. So I will go ahead and I'll cut this out. You are done. That's just it. So I am done cutting, and this is it. Also slit your pants open. I'll slit that part open. So I'm done. I'm going to place it on another fabric for the back. Now you're going to have allowance on these two sides. You have on the crouch line, you have 3 inches allowance on the crouch extension side. You have about 2 inch allowance on this side as well. Then on the upper part, you're going to have allowance too, so that you can go up by 1 inch, just like I did. This is going to prevent. Then on this side, I'll come out by 2 inches, which I just did. Then I'll slant it to meet that part. This is going to make your pants sit properly at the back. It's not going to be low waist. Okay, so this is it, and I'll connect it to meet the crouch line, then come out by 3 inches. That's just what I just did on the crouch extension, and I'll mark 1 inch all along down. All right, so I've gone ahead to cut it out. This is what I have, and I opened the center back as well. That side I'm pointing, I slit it open. So the next thing I'm going to do, I am done cutting for the pants. All right, the next thing we're going to do now is to cut the sleeve. I'll be doing that off camera because it's the normal way you cut your sleeve. I'll leave the link on how to cut your sleeve down the description box in case you don't know how to cut your sleeve. The only thing is you're going to minus your band. If your sleeve is 30, you minus your band, maybe 5 inches or 4 inches. If your sleeve is 25, you minus band depending on how big you want your band. Okay, so now it's time to join the bodies. So I'm going to take this, I'll hem soft gum on it, then I'll fold the 2 inches inward. All right, I'll fold the 2 inches inward. This is it. I've gone ahead to fold the 2 inches inward. This is what I have. Remember to go hem your soft stale on it before hemming your 2 inches. So this is it. This is the front. I'll bring the back and I'm going to join it shoulder to shoulder. Hope you're following, hope you understand. I'll place it this way and I will join it shoulder to shoulder. I'll also place the other side and I'll join it shoulder to shoulder. I'll take it to my sewing machine and I'll join it. I am done joining it. This is what I have. Okay, so I'm going to open it up just this way for me to join my sleeve. This is what I have. Can you see? I'm joining shoulder to shoulder. This is what I have when you align it properly. You watch, you're going to, if you watch, you're going to see how this fabric is dancing around. Right, so this fabric is when making use of this fabric, you have to be very careful. So I'm going to join my sleeve now. You know how to join your sleeve. You know you're going to join the center of your sleeve. So I'll join my sleeve. After joining my sleeve, I'm going to join my band the normal way we join your band. All right, and I'm going to close the side. This is it. I'm going to merge it, the notch part on the center of the shoulder, and I'll join the sleeve and I'll add my band. My band is 4 inches. Okay, I'll join my band. I'll do same thing for the other side as well. All right, so I am done doing that, and I've joined the sides as well. I've joined the band, I've joined the sleeve, and I've joined the band. The band I joined is the normal band. It's not the one that is going to have button on it. Okay, so as you can see, this is it. And I've also closed the sides, the two sides. This is my band. So my band is 4 inches long. Your band can be 3 inches long or 5 inches long, depends. So you're going to measure what you have on your round neck. After measuring mine, I had 23. So I'm going to bring a pattern paper, and it's going to be on fold. Okay, so I'm going to mark a line that I'm going to start with. So I'll get my ruler, and I'm going to mark a starting line. So this is it. So I'm going to divide that 23 by 2, and what I'm going to have is 11.05. okay, 11.05. I'm going to mark it. I won't be adding any yellow ones to it, so I'll mark it. After that, on that point, I'll go up by 1.5. You can go up by 1 inch depending on how big you want your collar stand to be. So I'm going to connect the line straight this way. This is a detailed tutorial, like way on how to get your collar. So on that point, I'll go in by 1 inch, and on that point again, I'll slant my tape and I'll go up by 2.5 inches, and I am going to connect the line just the way you see me doing. Then after that, I'm going to come down by 0.25 on that part, and I'll connect it, more of, you know, making my collar sit properly on the neck area. So I'll cancel that line. So on this part now, I'm trying to make a curve because I don't want that part to be straight. So I'll just use my free hand and I'll make a curve. Can you see? Just make a slant curve, and that is it. So I'll go ahead and I'll cut this out. After cutting it out, I'm going to use this and I will cut it on my fabric. Okay, so I'll cut this out and I'll cut it on my fabric, and it's going to be two pieces. I'll cut 2 pieces of this. All right, so this is it. I'm done cutting it on my fabric, and while cutting on my fabric, I added half a inch because this fabric is stretchy, so I just added half a inch. So this is it. It's 2 piece. Okay, so I'm going to go and iron my tail on one of it. Okay, I'll iron my soft steel on it. So I'm done ironing my tail on one of it. So I'm going to be joining this now. All right, so I'll place it front side facing each other, and I will sew. Now watch and see where you're going to sew. I'll sew this way. When I want to start on that part, I'll come up by ½ inch and I'll sew like this straight, and I'll also come up by ½ inch on this other side, and I'll sew the remaining part. All right, so I'll notch and flip to the right side. I am done sewing, and this is what I have. Okay, so I'm trying to flip it to the right side, and if you watch closely, you're going to see our ½ inch. That ½ inch I brought out, like I did not sew to the end of the collar stand. All right, so this is it. I'll use my scissors to, you know, that point, that sharp edge, I'll use it to flip, like to turn it out properly. All right, please, if you've watched up to this extent and you're yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I beg you, please hit on the subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you could be notified whenever I post beautiful tutorials. So I'm just trying to align it properly. I'm going to give this a good press as well, so it's going to relax. All right, I'll give it a good press so it's going to relax. I'm trying to make this firm. All right, so I'm going to sew a center line. On that center, I'm going to run a stitch at the center. So I am done running a stitch. This is what I have. All right, so I'll fold it into 2 this way. I'll align it properly, fold it into 2 this way, and I am going to notch the center part. Fold it properly and get the center part and notch it. All right, I'm also going to do same thing on my shirt. I'll fold the center back, and I will notch the center. I'll get the center and I will notch it. Okay, it's as simple as that. So I'll notch it, I'll notch the center this way. So it's time to join the collar. So watch and see. You see that part I brought out ½ inch. You can fold it in and iron it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, watch and see, I'm going to join it. I'll merge it center to center. I'll fold it. I'll be folding my collar and I'll be sewing on it. I'll be inserting it. I'll be folding my collar and I'll be stitching on it. All right, so this is what I have. I am done joining my collar to the body of my shirt. Okay, so this is it, and I've also gone ahead to hem the full length. So this is what I have. My shirt is ready, the collar is there. The only thing you have to do now is to insert your button and your buttonhole. That is it. Now we're going to be working on the pants. All right, so this is my pants, my front and my back. I'm going to be joining the crotch. Okay, I'll get the back and I'll also join the crotch. All right, so I'll go and do that and I'll come back. The pants is very easy. So this is it. I am done joining the pants. This is what I have. So I'm going to open it and I'll join two of them together. You can add pockets if you want, but I don't want to add pocket to mine. So I'm going to stitch the sides down. I'll align it properly and I am going to stitch the sides down. I'll bring the other side. I'll align it properly and I will stitch the side down. I'll merge the crotch line and I'll stitch it down. Please, any noise you're hearing on the background, please ignore it. All right, so I am done and this is what I have. This is what I have. Now you're going to open up your back and get what you have on your waistline. The back, just open the back, measure what you have around. I've gone ahead to measure mine. And I've gone ahead to cut a long group. You know that 2 inches with my nose. So this is my band. My band is 2.5. All right, so that when I add with 1/2 inch, I'm going to have 2 inch. So I'm going to merge it from the back and I will join it. I'll join it to the waist of the pants. Do you understand? So, and after joining, I had to run 3 stitch on it for where my elastic will pass. As you can see, I ran 3 stitch on it where my elastic is going to pass through. Now this is my elastic. So the way I'm going to join my elastic is my waist, my round waist is 40 and I'm going to minus 10. So whatever your round waist is minus 10, you're going to get each for each side of the casing, each for each side of the casing. Okay, and I'm going to join it. After joining, I'm going to close that back that I opened and I am done. It's as simple as that, and I'll hem the full length. We have come to the end of this tutorial. If you find it helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share my video and leave a nice comment. And if you're yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please quickly hit on the subscribe button and do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post beautiful tutorials like this. Now there is one thing I noticed about this. You see the way the one on the thumbnail is, the hemming part, they whipped it, like they weaved it. So I'm going to take mine to the weaving and to the weavers, and they will weave the mouth of this shirt. You know, I folded it, so I don't want it to be folded. They're going to weave the mouth and the full length of the pants. There's this look it normally gives your sunray fabric, gives it cheeky look, just the one on the thumbnail. Bye.